Welcome back. Welcome to my furniture delivery service. I have teamed up with IKEA for this vlog. JK. I really had you going, didn't I? So I'm helping my boyfriend out who's away. I'm helping him out with IKEA furniture, and I have to go at least bring it up to his apartment. I don't know if I'm gonna set it up today or not. But yeah, happy 2021. Best wishes to all of my subscribers. I appreciate every one of you, all 50 of you. Make me very happy, and thank you for, you know, watching the videos and liking them and commenting and all of that. It means a lot. I mean, the base of this is just for me to have some like digital memories of this time, which is kind of started out as post-college time, but now it's kind of turned into this pandemic and really weird times that we're living through. So I'm just doing this mostly for myself so that in a few years I can look back and think, wow, this is what I used to spend my days doing. It's kind of funny to think about. Let's go build some furniture. Okay, so we have that, and then the white one, and then all this stuff here. I don't know what to bring up first. So I don't know if you can tell that everything is wet because it rains every 5 minutes. So I'm really hoping it's not gonna rain on me. Hi, kitty. No. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Definitely was heavy and really awkward. Like, why did they make these boxes so awkward? Also, like, thank you, IKEA. They put in a handle, which is cool, but then, like, it broke. It broke, and so it's, like, even worse now than if there just wasn't a handle at all. Okay, so everything's up here. I was just, I'll show you guys. Taking the stickers and stuff off of these. I'm kind of obsessed with containers. Anyway, but yeah, so now I don't know what I want to do first. We have a lamp, a bench, and a clothing rack. I might start with the clothing rack because I have a little bit more experience putting those together. But yeah, and so I thought it would be maybe fun if I answered some questions while I do this. So I had asked you guys to ask me some questions the other day, so I'm gonna look at those and answer the questions. There was probably an easier way to do that. Okay, so the first question is, how am I handling the pandemic? It's been okay. It's been a lot of adjustment, as like for everyone, I think, but what has been the hardest is the dramatic slowing down of my life. So obviously this is a very privileged answer. I didn't lose my job, I didn't lose any family members to this pandemic, so I, you know, keep that in mind. Like, I am very lucky to have my health, my family has their health, but for how it's changed my life and my circumstances, it really did force to slow things down a lot. I had just graduated college pretty much, like maybe 6 months later. My life had already slowed down, but I was hoping to be traveling more and visiting friends in Europe and all of that now that I live in France. It just put a full stop to that, and I don't particularly love the place that I live, so being forced to be here all the time was really hard at first, and especially just not seeing family anymore that lives in the US, not seeing any friends most of the time. But now it's getting a bit better. I'm trying to stay really hopeful and stay positive for next year. question is, can you explain a little bit more your background? So yes, I can. Because I do understand how it could be kind of confusing if you're watching my videos without really knowing me that much personally, because I switch from English to French a lot, and I speak with Cameron English, but I live in France and my boyfriend's French and a lot of my friends are French right now. So yeah, so basically I am Franco-American, which means that my mom is 100% American, my dad is 100% French, and so I am half and half. I grew up in France up until I was 17, but every summer pretty much we would go to the US and see my American side of the family, so my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and then just like family friends that lived there. That mixed with the fact that I went to college in the US and was living there for basically 5 years, from like, yeah, 17 to 22, almost 23. So I actually have like, I feel right now that my overall culture is like much more heavily American than it is French. So sometimes with Luke, like, he has to explain things to me about like French inside jokes and things like that, because I just don't have the cultural references. But yeah, so it's kind of odd because I am both, and like I would never say that I'm not French, or I would never say I'm not American, but there's just like little gaps. So if you guys have more questions about biculturalism, I would love to discuss it more, and especially discuss it with other people who maybe have similar experiences and who can share experiences, because it's tricky to navigate growing up, especially. I just noticed that one side has wheels and the other doesn't. Is that on purpose? Like, that's odd, right? I mean, I guess you could just lift one side to move it. I don't know. I'm also realizing I'm not really good at doing two things at once. Like, I keep stopping what I'm doing to answer these questions.
I just want to start a great big place.
Piece of furniture number one. Okay, so next up we have the lamp. Arid. This, I have no idea how it's gonna be. Hopefully not too hard. Cool. And let's see, what is the next question? So where do you currently live? I live in France. I live in Brittany, which is on the west coast. So I live on the ocean, on the Atlantic Ocean. And yeah, it's like pretty nice. It's good. It rains a lot. The air is clean though, and we don't have a lot of COVID, which is nice. All right, let's see. How tall are you? You seem really tall in some photos, but I can't tell. Yeah, I'm not tall at all. I'm 5'3", which is kind of average, but I mean, to me it's average low. Like, I'm the shortest of all my friends, unless I just attract tall friends for some reason. What was your college experience like? All right, so I need to start unpacking. So college experience. So I went to Smith College in Massachusetts. So as I mentioned before, I moved there when I was 17 to go to school. So I'd never been to Massachusetts before, actually. And so my college experience overall was good. I didn't really like it first. Smith College especially is a pretty specific vibe. I didn't tour. I didn't know anything about the school really, except that you didn't need SAT scores if you were a US citizen, and it was really beautiful. I was still just very overwhelmed the first few months there, and also very homesick. I didn't expect to be like have any culture shock, because I am like American. I've been to the US before, but it still was like a lot of getting used to and things like that. But it really got good junior and senior year. That's when I met my best friends, and then the whole experience really took off. Also, the whole 21 thing in America is such bullshit. So that was a real bummer. I was like, in France, you know, it's 18, which means like by the time you're in college, like you can pretty much go to clubs whenever you want, go to bars, go to concerts, all that. And not being able to do that in the US really sucked, because I really wasn't like a huge party animal, but like I would have liked to go out a little bit more than I was able to. But then we went senior year, and it was fun because I'm end of the year too. I was like 21 when I graduated, so I really had like 6 months of my college experience that were like fun and party, going out and all that. And I really actually enjoyed the academic style a lot more than in France. In France, it's very one-sided. The professor speaks, you listen, and that's it. So I really enjoyed, it was hard at first to adapt to that though. I never participated. I still hate participating in class, but it was just nice to hear other people participate, and when I felt comfortable, I could participate, obviously. But yeah, so this is a lamp. It's gonna be much taller, obviously, but it's like green, which I thought was kind of cool, instead of just like, I see everything is either gold or black, so I thought green was kind of cool. Okay, the next question, so I advanced a little bit. I got the foot on the lamp. So the next question is, do you have any regrets? So I typically am that annoying person who says that like they don't regret anything because everything taught them a lesson, blah blah blah. But I actually do regret something, which is not pushing myself harder, especially in college. I don't know, I was just spending way too much time thinking about what I wasn't doing and being kind of depressed and just like not really happy with anything. I obviously had moments that I really loved and really enjoyed, but like especially academically, I had really bad imposter syndrome, which really held me back, and that was really hard to handle because I just didn't know really how to handle it and like who to turn to. Also, like, just I felt like I never had any time. I just felt overwhelmed. I think just like since high school, I've just been overwhelmed to this day. There's always just so much to fix and so much to work on and so much more you could be doing. And then like you see other people on your campus who are seemingly just so good at everything they do, and they manage to have really good grades but also go out all the time and also like dress cute. I honestly think it would really help me to take a gap year before starting college, so that's something to consider. Because now that I basically taken a gap year between my bachelor's and my master's, which I hope to start next year, it really helps to just do small jobs and figure out what's important to you. I think I probably would have done better had I done that. Also just being a little bit more mature going in. I was literally 17. Yeah, so I do regret that. So not working hard enough, not pushing myself hard enough. Okay, well, hold on, you can't see, but we have a lamp. She's pretty. She works. It's so nice. Look at that light. So yeah, we just wanted like a small soft light for at nighttime, and so I think she's perfect. Also, don't mind our dead Christmas tree that needs to be taken away. Okay, so the lamp's done. It looks so small, but like it'll all come together once we're done decorating. It looks so funny. It's like all by itself over there. But anyway, so the lamp's done, the rack is done. Now it's time for the entry hall bench and a couple more questions too. Oh, do you speak any languages and how well? So I obviously speak English, French fluently. Spanish, I used to speak fluently. I think I'm kind of like probably a higher intermediate now because I haven't really spoken it in a couple years because of COVID, and also just like not traveling as much anymore. And I understand Italian to a certain degree. I can't really respond, but I understand most of it if I read it, for sure. Orally, it really depends, but I can grasp a decent amount of Italian. Okay, so here's the bench. Now that I'm seeing it, I realize it really matches the floor a lot, which I did not intend. But so it'll be good. Probably put something up here, maybe a mirror or something. It's mainly just like a putting your shoes on bench. That's what it's for. And yeah, we have the lamp over there. And here is the clothing rack. I think it looks pretty good. It works really well, and there's more room in the closet. And we have all of Luke's / hoodies that I steal from him. Success! So, I just wanted to answer one last question. My friend Nicole asks me what my everyday mantra was. So to be honest, I don't have one. I'm trying to come up with one right now. It being winter and so dark and like the world is just so dark, it's really just like get up get up in the morning. But otherwise, things that I focus on every day, a mantra is, to me, is that, right? Things that you keep in the front of your mind that you try to live by. So the main one is try and be nice to everyone, even people that piss you off, like just random strangers that just do annoying things. I try to always be polite and respectful and nice to everyone. Not taking things too personally. Everyone is on their own journey, and 90% of the time what their reaction towards you has nothing to do with you. So I try to keep that in mind. And yeah, just focusing on the positives and on how incredibly lucky I am to be where I am and have the people that I have in my life. So yeah, so just trying to focus on gratitude, I guess. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thank you for watching all my vlogs, if you watch them all. This was fun. I'm very happy with the furniture, very proud of myself. I set it all up all on my lonesome. It really wasn't that hard. You'd think I put together like a kitchen or something. And I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Okay, bye.